If they could just not cheat, if they could just not do this, if they could just act differently. So you're in this like state which you can stay stuck in for years.
That is therapist Jessica Baum from a short podcast interview reel. Hear more of the interview next, followed by an excerpt from a video interview on the Real Love Ready YouTube channel. The final section of this Creative Mind audio is an excerpt from the video introduction to her online course, 7 Stages of Detoxing from Toxic Relationships.
Hi, Jessica Baum here, psychotherapist and author, and I'm so excited to be on Ever Forward Radio.
Why do we keep getting pulled back to the same unhealthy relationship patterns, even when we know that they're hurting us?
When our system feels the presence of safety and there's space and we can slow down, our neural nets open and our consciousness allows us to deal with what we've been avoiding.
How do you know if you're in a trauma bond versus a truly healthy connection?
If you're sitting there and saying, if my partner could just show up differently, if they could just not cheat, if they could just not do this, if they could just act differently. So you're in this like state which you can stay stuck in for years. It's this fantasy that if they could show up differently, I'd be in peace. And them to you. And so you're both like wishing the other person could be something that they're not. It's a fantasy to think, oh, if my partner could just return to how they were in the beginning. What I see in trauma bonds is that people focus more on the other person's wounding too. They over-empathize with their partner's little me or their partner's wounds, and they lose boundaries. There's more merging. There's less healthy boundary systems.
From video interview, Building Safe Relationships with Jessica Baum by Robin of Real Love Ready.
We come in as this like right-brained being, and we're storing our experience on a sensory level, and these sensory experiences and sensations and things that are happening are so much more implicitly than explicitly. So our earliest experiences are being stored or are being felt through sensation. And when we go through attachment wounds and attachment ruptures and attachment issues, we feel them sensationally. And what I help my clients realize is, okay, let's go to the sensation in your body. And by the way, that is the memory.